Thank you very much, Miss McIntosh. She's put some very huge shoes for me to fill. Good evening, Chairman, political leader, leader of the opposition, the Honorable Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, who will be the next Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. He will be. Deputy political leaders, other officers of the movement, the lovely Miss Patricia McIntosh, His Worship Alderman Mr. Raymond Timke, Mayor of Port of Spain, other members of the head table, MPs, senators, my fellow candidates, my PNM family, members of the media, and those joining us at home, citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. It is my great pleasure, privilege, and honor to once again have this opportunity to have a conversation with you all. My conversation tonight is a simple one. It is the start of our national campaign as we signal our intention to take back Trinidad and Tobago under the PNM. I thank the party and I thank you all for the opportunity to put myself forward as the next candidate for this great and lovely constituency of Port of Spain North, St. Anne's West. As you all would know, I have been walking all of the hills behind you all there tonight since October last year, and I have had the great pleasure and honor of meeting many of you all sitting here tonight as I walked in and I saw what have now become the familiar faces of this great constituency, and those who walk by me on a weekly basis, walk at my side, and those who have welcomed me so warmly. I thank you. But I tell you tonight, this is just the beginning. This is the start of our journey. They have given us a long journey. We have 81 more days in this journey. We must not tire, and we will not tire. It has just begun. I want you all to tell Kamala and her posse tonight how ready we are. Shout it out for them. Let them hear. PNM, are you ready? PNM, are you ready? Whilst I have walked this constituency, I have shared your pain and listened to the sorrowful stories as they have neglected us despite the great work that Ms. McIntosh has done for the 5 years and her struggles and fights in opposition. They have neglected our constituency and they have abused the people. I am not afraid to say that here tonight. They have abused us. They have told us water for all. We have not had water, and they have done that intentionally. I thank you all for when I walk, the warmth and the connection that you all have given me, and the great conversations. Thank you. And let it continue, people, because we have 2 more long months ahead of us. We will not tire. We are taking the battle to them, and we will win. We will win. We will win this battle. I am going to very briefly tell you all, because we will have more conversations in the next few weeks, some of the plans for this constituency. I am going to provide opportunity for the less fortunate in this constituency, and for the abused women and children. And for the young children in this constituency, I tell you here tonight, I am going to work tirelessly and with all my effort to open homework supervision centers. The children must have the same opportunities as the more fortunate in society. I am determined to bring that home with your help. My message to you all tonight is, I cannot do this alone. I can't. I need each and every one of you all here tonight to work with me. Pledge your commitment to work with this PNM government. What we will do is we will work hand in hand, as I have already begun to do, with the communities throughout the constituency. I will give all of my effort and all of my dedication. That is one promise I'm prepared to give. And what I want is your commitment to walk with me hand in hand, side by side, to make Trinidad and Tobago a better place. Do I have your commitment? Now, people of Trinidad and Tobago, the other side have been telling many lies without any conscience about our great political party. I want the opportunity to address one tonight. You know what that lie is? And they keep saying it over and over because they think they tell a lie over and over and it becomes the truth. It is not the truth. And this is the lie, that PNM did nothing for Trinidad and Tobago. What hogwash, what rubbish. PNM did nothing for Trinidad and Tobago. Let me tell you, we'll start by just briefly outlining, because I don't have much time, some of what they have done to Trinidad and Tobago in 5 long years. You all remember Rishmi? And the Prime Minister saying she appointed her the head of the security services. You remember Section 34? We marched in the streets against Section 34. And let's deal with some recent ones. We're hearing about ganja. Where ganja come into this? We're hearing about NGC in the last few years having unprecedented dividend payments of over $10 billion towards recurrent expenditure. You all think that's right? That money should go towards investments for our young children, the future generations. I stand here tonight, people, and I tell you, the reason I stepped out of my comfort zone and put myself forward to serve you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, are the future generations. You all have young children and grandchildren at home. And if we don't take back this country on the 7th of September, you might as well kiss their futures goodbye. Are you all prepared to tell your young children and your grandchildren that you failed them? So what we must do is get out and vote. We must make sure our neighbors, our friends, and our families are registered to vote. And we must not, and we will not accept what Kamala Persad Bissessa and her band of merry men and women are telling the nation. You all stand up and show that you are not pleased. We will not accept the Section 34's NGC expenditure in the corporate government department going from $67 million to over $200 million a year. Right? I just walk with a few clippings. Just make the point to you all tonight. This week, we had Mr. Keith Sobero telling us of just a handful of the wrongs they've done. The $408.2 million paid by the former AG, Anand Ramlogan, to a small band of lawyers. You all got value for that? The millions spent. You remember that fellow who used to shout all the time, Anil Roberts? The millions spent in live sport. We got value for that? The $300 million to spend and repair the largely unoccupied Santa Rosa prison. We got value for that? Look at this headline. You could read that. $8 million in a hot dog scam. They buy $8 million in hot dogs. You know what that was? They used $60 million gone, disappeared from the NEC. They've told us they've recovered some. What have we heard? Nothing. Where's the rest of the money? We've heard nothing. The FCB IPO, which should have been successful. Where are the reports? You all heard anything? The NGC overspending. They appoint a 3-man audit committee. You all heard anything? They think we're stupid, but we are not stupid. They put out these ads in the newspaper. Look how many pages of what they have done for us. Have they done anything for Port of Spain, North St. Anne's West? Tell them that. The answer is no. They threw out unconstitutionally and in the worst possible manner the leader of the opposition in a manner that has never taken place in a Commonwealth country of the world. That is what they've done for us. Will we accept it? So let me tell you, we come back to what they say that the PNM never did. PNM had do nothing in 30 years. This country's economy is based on oil and gas. Who you think convert wasted gas into LNG? PNM. Who did it? Who built the highways east-west, north-south, and the extension further down to the San Fernando bypass, the Diego Martin extension under Columbimba, all the way to St. Lucian Road? Who did it? Who built the waterfront that we're now proud of? Who did it? This is a list of all of the schools that PNM has been building. I don't have enough time to tell you all tonight, but I'll tell you all in days to come of all that they've done. They like to say we did nothing for South Trinidad as well. Complete hogwash. South of the Caroni River. These are the list of the schools that the PNM government has built, including 25 secondary schools, training colleges, etc. We purchased Caroni 1975 Limited to protect employees and to give sugar workers 77 acres of land. We gave the sugar workers pension plan. We gave them a 100% wage increase. We guaranteed a 40-hour work week. The amount of things we did for the sugar belt. Who did it? Point Lisa's Industrial Estate, where the majority of the income in this government as a single GDP line item comes from. Who built that? Whose idea was it? So why they saying PNM did nothing? They lie. We will not accept it. And it just continues. The list of things that PNM has done and it has achieved over the years of our governance is as long as I can go on for the rest of the night. But I don't have that time. I don't have that time tonight. People, to get to a serious note, Trinidad and Tobago is under siege. Trinidad and Tobago has suffered for the last 5 years. It is incumbent on every right-thinking. Our political leader is joining us. Let's stand and welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a PNM welcome to our next Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, the Honorable Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley. Let's make some Belmont noise.
Port of Spain North, St. Anne's West. Let us get a bigger welcome for the next Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. Let him feel our warmth. Let him feel our love. This great leader is who is going to lead us into victory come September 7th, September 8th. He will be the next Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. People, as I wrap up very briefly, because there's a lot to be said tonight, I give you all my full commitment. I give this constituency my full commitment, my love, and my dedication with the blessings of my family. The one promise I'm prepared to make is that I am going to give you my best. And we, you and me, are going to turn Trinidad and Tobago around. Correct? People, we are going to vote them out. Yes? Make sure your friends, your neighbors, your children, your niece, your nephews, your family, everybody in your area is registered to vote. Make sure we can take no chances. Come September 7th, every single one of us is going to put our finger in the ink and we're going to put the X next to the and we're going to vote them out. Tell Kamala goodbye. People, Port of Spain North, St. Anne's West, we will march home with victory. Thank you very much tonight, people.
A new day dawning and fair